Let's keep doing this. Okay. Good morning. Your girl is up. Your resilient queen is up. Your crazy queen is up. Your student is up. And I'm here this morning. So good morning. Good morning. Your girl no much and get up. And I get up. And the first thing I did was give God thanks this morning. Every morning, always. A matter of fact, I was finding myself sleeping and giving him. But anyway, good morning to one and all. Hope you guys are doing amazing. That is so true. All right, coming up in our GMA morning menu, Bia and J.E. perform live in our GMA Summer Concert Series, and there's Willie Morning B. Everything you need for your tech support. When you say yes, we have tech support. Everything from projectors to chargers, everything you need for your some really great technology. And as I said, it's just frankly the right stuff. So the thanks for the love and support from wherever you are, wherever you come from. Today's a new day. We're back at it again, and I am thankful and I am grateful for it. You know, what this does to me is reminding me that hey, you can do it. You know, so we have to say thanks to everyone who paved the way for others to see the way. You know, I want to say a big thank you. So big thank you to everyone who paved the way for others like myself to see the way. You know what I mean? We say pave the way. It's like a paved road. Somebody paved the road, so you're no longer walking in mud. You know what I mean? No longer walking in a bunch of stones squeezing your foot. So I have to say a big shout out to everyone who have carved out a pathway so others can walk smoothly. You know, we can be uplifted. We can shine bright. What they say, you say shine, we can shine bright like a diamond. You know what I mean? So good morning to one and all. How is everybody doing? I'm here making a bottle of feeding because I just said the girl I'm much and get up. I was up already by the time I need to get up. And then I was finding myself in the bed, you know, praying and stuff. And praying is a very good thing. So when you find yourself praying, you know, you have to cover yourself, cover your loved ones, your children, everything. You know, cover everything. So we say, good morning, top of the morning. You know, we are 7 days out of the year, right? Sorry, 7 days a week, right? And every day is a new day. Okay? So every day is a new day. And if you don't realize that every day is a new day, then you won't be still up in that one day. But every day is a new day. So when we get up, we say thank you. You know, we're grateful. Life is good life. And we say blessings, you know what I mean? You're alive today. So every day is a new day. And I believe in those 7 days. You get those 7 days to correct whatever need to be corrected. You get those days. You ain't going to just do it on that one day. You're going to move forward. Right? So we can shine bright. Just like a diamond. We can always shine bright. So I hope everybody's doing good this morning. I hope everybody is doing good. And we slept last night. It's a nice, cool, breezy night. But someone was telling me you better enjoy it. It's only for a few more days. You know what I mean? But I'm still thankful for the wind. I just had to close the window a little bit because it was so windy. And my son was saying, it's so cold, Mama. So I had to do what I had to do to make sure, you know, I'm not properly dressed, family. So, yeah, when time hot, people don't properly dress over here. Not in your house. You know, not in the house. So, there you go. You go back. And I cleaned up the kids' room last night. I did a beautiful cleaning up last night. Yes, man, I worked last night. I clean up everywhere, all the junk that was on the floor, bedspread, everywhere clean, yeah? everywhere. Just had this one container out here. The TV stand, everything set up nicely. The bed set up. This one decorate up his bed. Everything nice. You know what I mean? So we working last night. Did a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff last night. My son cleaned the hallway last night for me. The big. So yes, man. I just have my living room now. We look like somebody borrow one junkyard and just drop it right in me inside of my living room. So that's how the yard looking. But I'm telling you, we're up and moving. We're up and moving, family. And that's the greatest part. We're up and moving. You're up and moving. You say thank you. You're up and moving. You don't thank me. You say thank you, Lord. That we're up and moving. The knees, I have a little pain in the knees, but I'm still moving. And that's the greatest part. About to prepare the big one breakfast now. That's, I make sure they get their cereal in the morning time. And stuff like that, you know what I mean? Whatever cereal I have in the house, I make sure they get their cereal in the morning time. So, how is the morning for everybody? How is the morning? Big shout out to one and all. And let me tell you something, family. It's 7 days of the week. You know what I mean? And we have 7 days of the week to uplift ourselves. Maybe one day we're not going to want to be wonderful. The next day we will be wonderful. And another day you don't know, and another day you don't know. You just wake up and know. As long as you get to see all those 7 days, you tell that we have a path to go on. We wake up and he said we can right the wrong right. I don't know why my phone keeps turning to rotation mode. Come on, phone. Okay. Let me see if we can turn that rotation thing on. Because I'm not on my phone. Because when I'm on my phone, I can't do nothing. I can't even put a title. I'm trying to find the rotation to stop it, but it's not a rotation. It's not a rotation. You know what I mean? So we get up and real life, family. It's the greatest part of life. You know what I mean? 7 days of the week, I'm using all 7 days. 7 days of the week, I'm using it up. I get up. You done? What happened? You want some more? Okay. What? He get up, drink, carry his bottle back. Thank you, Lord. All right, so I'm working on the big one now. That one had some granola in there. I'm going to put some granola in this one too. Granola with flaxseed up in there for them. Yes, man. Oh, Lord. 7 days of the week. Use up all 7 days, Whatever yesterday was, today is a different day. Make this day be a different day. Whatever it is, you can pull through. That's all we need in life, is to pull through. You know what I mean? To see the other day, or the other day, and the day after, and the day this, that. We have a lot to correct. And we have a lot to move forward from, you know what I mean? And sometimes the things that will come to your mind that is feeling like it's you know what I mean? But he said, do not be afraid. Don't hide them from me. So you don't need to hide them. It's best to express them. Because when you express them, at least somebody can say, oh, I understand what is going on. You know what I mean? But it's like when you hide and drowning in them, then he don't understand you either. Because he said, don't hide them from me. You know what I mean? And don't wait till it's too late. You know what I mean? So we have to learn to be expressive. Be encouraged of yourself. We have to be self-driven. If you're not being self-driven in this world, you're gonna worry about just the pro. You're gonna worry about everything, not just the pros, but you're gonna worry about the cons as well. You're gonna worry about the advantage and disadvantage, to put it that way, to understand. See what I'm saying in life? But it is how we do what we're doing is gonna make us better in life. It's like I say, hey, yesterday wasn't right for me. I wasn't feeling good yesterday, but doesn't mean today you're not gonna feel good. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean today you're not going to have a smile on your face, because that was yesterday. It's every day prepare for itself. Growing up as a kid, you're worried about, but how am I we're not going to have no food for tomorrow. We're not going to have anything for tomorrow. And you hear an elderly person say, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow prepare for itself. Anybody ever hear that term? Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow prepare for itself, and that's what we have to understand, that we have to prepare for ourselves. Okay, and tomorrow will prepare for itself. But if we keep stressing ourselves out, then we won't have no preparation to meet tomorrow. You know what I mean? And that's why it's good to express the way you feel it. Because when you express the way you feel it, they say what? You look good, you feel good, you start to feel like you can take on anything. You start to feel like you can take challenge on. You start to feel like you can move mountains. And moving mountains doesn't mean that you have to be up in everybody's face. It meaning that you could be cleaning up your house. You could be taking your dog for a walk. You could go on you and your husband, you and your wife on a nature walk and just relieve that whatever it was bugging you yesterday, all the animosity or everything that you felt burdened down with, and you couldn't resolve it yesterday, but you have a next day to fix what was not well. Right. You know what I mean? And you can go wherever you want to go. You could go to the gym. You could gather with a group of people. You have a lot of people who have praying people in a group where they can call each other, and every morning they have devotion and all these things. So you have several ways of uplifting ourselves from the day that felt like it was about to drain us. It was about to drag us into the mud. You see what I'm saying? So when you get up and you see that you have option. We have choices, but when we tell ourselves we don't have option, when we tell ourselves we don't have choices, then that's when we make that day that was burdening us down continue to burden down, continue to do what it was doing, even though it was from a previous day. But if we tell ourselves it's 7 days and we take in one day at a time, as the song said, one day at a time, sweet Jesus, one day at a time, you know what I mean? And we will get there. But if we just try to take everything as a whole, sometimes we have to learn to dissect things, to understand things. When we look at things as a whole, sometimes we see it impossible. Like recently, I told you guys I had an application to fill out. And when I saw the application, it was like 14 pages back and front. And it's like brain freeze. It's like, okay, you don't look at the application to say, look at it. You just know that when you look at it and you see some big this and big that, your brain automatically tell you, hey, you can do this. Hey, you need help. Hey, and then you start to stress yourself out. But all that mean was for you to take those things one by one, step by step. You sit when you got the patient. It's like somebody ever called you and said, excuse me, I know I called you so late. Like I had a meeting yesterday for one of my sons, and the lady was supposed to call me at 3 o'clock, but she didn't call me at 3. One called me earlier to set the appointment up, but the other one said they were going to call me back by 3. When she called me, I literally was sitting in the bathroom on my toilet. I wasn't doing that. I like to do that all the time. I don't know if anybody's like that, but I literally was sitting in my bathroom on the toilet, just scrolling by, watching some videos and everything. And the lady called me then. I didn't know who was calling because they come from a different number. But anyway, when they called, I know who was it. And they said, I'm so sorry. Is this a bad time to talk to you? Because you see, you have to make sure when somebody call you, is that the right time to talk to you? And she said, is this a bad time? Because we had a long day today at work. And so I said, no, no, no. It is okay, because you know why I said it's okay? It was something that was going to be done important for my child. Maybe if it was just to hold a conversation or something, I could say, you know what, when I'm done what I'm doing, I could call you back. But why would I see the opportunity to help my child and I'm telling you, oh no, now is not a good time? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that you have to learn to look at the situation you're in, to know that every day is going to be a different day and things will be better. But trust and believe that everything will work out. You know what I mean? Because that's why we have 7 days of the week. We don't got 7 days of the week for us to pack everything in one day. 7 days spreading out. 7 days to get your mind right. 7 days to fix what need to fix. Yeah, 7 days to go out, exercise. We just have to, what they call it, prioritize our time. Prioritize what's important from what's not important, so we can get on with our daily lives. And sometimes the things that are not important are going to seep up somewhere in there, seep up right up in there. And it's us to realize that you have to ask yourself question, this is, do I need to do this right now? Because sometimes we tend to put off the things that are important and tend to focus on the things that are not really important. And then what happens now? We get lost. We get lost because there's no way out. We get lost. You know what I mean? we do get lost. So you have to figure out what is important, you know, and be grateful for the things that are also going to challenge you in life, because a lot of things going to come as a challenge, but it's not going to come to derail you if you understand the what is what they say. Up movement TV say, bless up yourself, my friend, bless up yourself, man, and thank you for being the number one fan today. Congratulations. You know what I mean? Every day you have 7 days of the week. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ask him to fill your mouth with praise. Ask him to give you the words that will come to your mouth. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. Is it to be rude negatively? We don't have to ask him for that, because that's come naturally. You know what I mean? Good morning. Bless up yourself up movement TV. You know what I mean? To rude to anyone, that is not asking him for his kind his direction. Because that come naturally. That's a natural whip we have right there. As soon as somebody say anything to us that we don't like, we have a natural whip to whip back at the person. That's natural, you know. And he said it himself. That's natural. But as soon as we become aware of that, we can control it by changing the narrative. He never said only if you just run. You know, 7 days of the week, man. Things gonna happen within 7 days of the week. You have every day something might happen, whether good or bad. 7 days of the week. It's like you go to your job. For people who go to work, I like they going to work right now or going to work, whatever, and they go to work and they realize that, hey, yesterday wasn't so great at work. I don't think I want to go in. But if you just tell yourself, you know what, it's 7 days of the week. I don't think every day gonna be the same. It won't be the same. Jaden, you gonna have to come down, boss. My knee bad. Hey, hey, boss. Jaden, come down to the bunk, my bottom bed. Come down. Hurry up. He block up all this with all these toys up in here. Come on, man. Come on, let me feed you downstairs. Come down. Come downstairs, no, boss. There. Okay, I know, but bring your blanket down and come let me can feed you. You know what I mean? Just tell yourself that it is 7 days of the week. And every day not gonna be the same. Why is my thing? Oh Lord. Let me just put it on because I don't know why the rotation coming like that. You know, you tell yourself that every day of the week not gonna be the same. You know, 7 days a week. You're gonna go. Sometimes you're gonna go anywhere. Sometimes you're gonna go to a function, and you're gonna say to yourself, "Lord, I don't want to go." But you just remember and tell yourself it's only a day. It's not gonna be every day. You're gonna go to a function. You see what I'm saying? But you have to learn to tell yourself, because that's how you go motivate yourself to say, "All right, then." You take deep breath, baby. Drink a bottle of water. You know, some of us like to call a friend and say, "Hey, I got invited to go here, but actually I don't want to go. But because of such and such, or is my son, or is my daughter, blah blah blah, or is the work rule, or I have to go, even though you want to go." But if you look at it and tell yourself, "See, you know what? It's only for today," you will be all right. If you just tell yourself it is only for today, I guarantee you will pull through that day, because guess what? When you get down, you could just take a deep breath and say, "Thank God it's over. Thank God it's only one day." But if you're looking at it thinking it's just 7 days of the week, then that's what you're going to feel like. 7 days of the week. 7 days of chaos. You know what I mean? But if you tell yourself it's only for a day, you get over. It's like somebody not feeling so well, and you say, "Mom, but I gotta go to work. Dad, I gotta go to school. Dad, this or that. Can you hold on?" And most parents will tell you, "Son, daughter, go, go. Mommy will be all right. If mommy need any help or daddy need any help, they will call someone." You understand? They have somebody that they can call. Okay? So just tell yourself that everything is only for a day. But if you take your whole 7 days and put all your problem through the 7 days, and you expect problem for the 7 days, because you know make no changes. Changes come with us.
Mama,
Yes, Bert.
on FBTV.
No. So I go probably put two TV in the room. I go have to put two TV in the room. Here you go. You know what I mean? So when I look, sitting in family, when I start look at life and say, "You know what? My problem may arise today, but it's only for 7 days of the week." I start have a better way of seeing things than when I was just looking and said, "Oh, every day, every day." It's like you said, every day is the same thing. You know what I mean? So when you view life like that, it's a bit more challenging because you're stacking on too much of the things that are not good for you in every day. When we say every day, but if we just look at it day by day, step by step, we can get over. Mind you, it's easier said than done. But it's when you've been through things, you learn to appreciate, to say, you know what? One day at a time, I'm not stressing myself. You ever hear somebody go to their job and they say, you know what? I'm not doing no more than I supposed to or anything. They've been through so much where they were giving so much and they become unappreciative and they tell themselves, you know what? I'm just going to do my job to the best of my ability. I'm not going to drop no catch. But one thing I won't do is pack another day's job onto my day today. I will leave that stock for another day, but I will do just enough for my day to get me by. You have people you have to be motivated. You have to be motivated. If you're not, it's like to get up out the bed sometimes. You're not motivated. But when somebody say, hey, there's a challenge, and you say, boy, this is going to encourage me. This is going to motivate me. Then you realize that, you know what? I can do it. Because it's like somebody said, I dare you. Ever watch those dare challenge when they had the ice bath for a cause and they said they dare somebody to do it and all these things? No, you even if you didn't want to do it, but because you already put it in your mind, you already talked about it, you already set in your head and say, you know what? This is for a cause. And because it's for a cause, I'm gonna do it. Yeah? And somebody dare you to do it. And then you do it, and even though it was freezing, but in the end, you feel good. Because you not only bring a cause to life or bring awareness to an illness or so, but you also bring health and strength to you because it also helps you to get over. It's like numb your brain from all your problems for a quick little second. You come back out, all you remember is that ice bath. And all you remember is that cold, gushing bucket of ice water just dumped on you, and you're like, woo, like a turtle. Is it a turtle? Ooh, you're not a turtle. Is that not a turtle? Which one be like that? I don't remember which one of the. I'm like, woo, woo. You know, they always make that sound. I think they're turtles. Turtles. They come on turtles, and we used to have raise them too. You know what I mean? And you feel good because your mind for those few seconds is not on your problem. Your mind is at ease to understand that hey, I did it, and it felt awesome. But at first, when you were looking at it, you said, "Brother, sister, I don't know if I can do it." But you know what I learned? We won't know if we can do something until we try. And that's what I learned. You know, it's even this morning, I just got up and I said to myself, I'm going to motivate myself. I'm going to feel encouraged to do this. Because, when you get up and, get up at the time frame you need to get up, it can be a hassle. But we have to learn that we can't give up. You know what I mean? So blessed morning to each and every one, all the early risers, all the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the well wishers, the subscribers, for who love to donate to others and so on. We say blessings to you. You're getting up, go to work. Blessings to you. I know sometimes you can be tired and everything, but you know what I mean? Eat healthy and all these things. Drink up your water. Today is a cool day, very cool. Yesterday was very cool as well. So we have to say thanks. Thank God for that. I'm always say thank God for everything. You know what I mean? But when you get few days where you can cool down the temperature so you don't have to feel so muggy, drained, and exhausted, it's a beautiful feeling. And you notice he gets 7 days of the week, but 7 days of the week, he don't have 7 days of the week where the sun does hot, 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 uncontrollable hot. He don't have it like that. And anybody watch the weather, if you see how the pattern of sun goes, you will realize that if God can spread his sunlight out, his rain out, his storm out, his hurricane out, his tornado out, he don't give it to you every day. He come in and he say only for a day, but he will do a lot of damage. But he know that it's just only for a day. You will be back up and ready by the next day. Most people go right back to schedule, doing what they're doing because sometimes it's not severe. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if he was supposed to contemplate on all his worries that he have for us? Then this world would not be here anymore. We'd be having a level playing field and we would not even be here. You know what I mean? So when you see even the Lord show you, say, yeah, 7 days a week, everything is carved out. You might have 2 days that you have sunrise. Yesterday was a little bit better, maybe aims at 87, and then tomorrow can go up in the 90s, right? Just a little bit, you take it up a notch, and then the next day you have what they call it cool weather like now, maybe for 2 3 days, because you need to cool down this earth. Because he's the one bringing all these natural things, and he know when the earth need to be cooled down. You know what I mean? So even us as human beings, we gotta know when things are going bad for us. We also express them, and also we gotta work towards finding a solution to cool things down so that we don't have hypertension, which is high blood pressure. You see what I'm saying? We have to learn how to cool things down, and that's why he gave us 7 days of the week. If you look at it, you say, why did he give us 7 days of the week? Even though it says 6 days shall labor and the 7 days shall rest, but he give it to you for a reason. He stretched it out for us to understand. Today you can go anywhere and don't have a good mood. But I guarantee you go somewhere else tomorrow and you have a better mood. You know what I mean? It's like going anywhere. You can say, oh, over here not doing anything, but you go to another gallery and you feel good. You feel compelled to engage. You feel compelled to want to be there. And then sometimes you go to some art gallery and you just want to sit back in the back, relax, and take note of what is being said, because even though somebody may be up and down, fluctuating, not structured or anything, but trust me, you can gain some knowledge or insight about stuff that you probably were pondering on yourself, to say that, you know what, okay, I can do this. I can do this. You know what I mean? That's all you need sometimes is a little insight as to how to navigate your way. How many of us use the GPS? We don't use the GPS all the time if we know the area now. But sometimes we do, most time we're using the GPS to help us get by the day. Because if the GPS don't help us, then we're going to have a chaotic day, especially if we don't know where we're at. You understand? You never been to this place before. So you say, okay, I'm a superman or I'm a superhero. I'm not using the GPS. You know what's gonna happen now? You're gonna have a long day running out your gas. And every gas station you see, you might have to stop there to get gas, because you're just going around trying to see if you can navigate your way. So when you're looking
Mama,
at
it doesn't get at the pod.
some who at the park,
It comes to get at the
the
pod.
gas at the park. Okay, okay. Yes, man. So when you gotta look at life, you know what I mean? So everything needs something. Car need gas, car need tires. The nails in the street flattening out. Yesterday I had to bring my bike to the bike shop because my tire was flat, and I had to bring it over there. And I'm saying, Lord, you know. But he always put somebody along the pathway to help along the way, to pick the pieces up. Always. Fabian Electrical in Service said, blessings to you, resilient queen. Blessings to you, Fabian. Thank you for coming too. Blessings to one and all. You know what I mean? So don't give up in this life, family. You don't give up. Just look at every day with a little bit of common sense. Because sometimes when you're looking at it from a book standpoint, or so sometimes you get overwhelmed with the book too. Because sometimes the book don't have no common sense to break down things for you. But when time you look, blessings to you, number one fan, you say bless up movement. Yeah, man, bless up to everybody, man. You know what I mean? So when you look and you see, you can find solution. Even car need gas. Eh? Car need tire sometimes.
Mama,
Eh?
go to piano.
Yes. Gonna go forget my bike, yes. Even the car. Sometimes you drive your car, and even though you might not have no engine failure or nothing, you say, bless up, man, Michael, bless up. And even though you might not have no engine failure, you might not have no transmission failure, but then you caught a flat tire. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that everybody, they ain't gonna look the same. My car can just completely stop working for good, but you're still going. It's just that you need a little tire, you need some air, you need some gas, and sometimes you don't have the money even to buy the gas. But it's just for a day. If you say what you want, then for the day, maybe even your own boss sometimes will tell you, hey, if you need me to get that car out the shop, I can get it out there for you. Just let me know how much money they're going to charge you, and we can take it out for you. You see what I mean? So people are lined up along your path. Just remember, every day ain't going to be the same. And if you sit down with everything that is hurting you and don't talk about it, you just slowly shrink away inside. It's not going to be good for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you say car needs everything when it start to go wrong. Yes, man, everything like my car, everything is like a whole body need. You know, like body look good, but boy, the inside hollow. Mine is still in the shop right now, so I understand. You know, sometimes you think, say, oh, fixing the motor would solve the problem. And little did you know you pick up another problem up in there because you put in a used motor in there, you know what I mean? So, but it's just life, though, family. It is life and it is what it is. All right? So don't think that this world is run on one day. Don't pack your problem in one day. What you do is find ways to keep going. Packing your problem in everything you're doing and stressing ourselves out. No, talk about it. Let people understand where you're coming from. Everybody might not understand you because not everybody listen to understand, and not everybody have the common knowledge or the common sense of what you're talking about because of language barriers. Sometimes language barrier play a major role in how people communicate and how people understand each other's at times. Sometimes it's not that they don't understand what you're saying, but it's all depending on how we structure things, how we form things, how we say stuff, the choice of words we're gonna use, because every culture, every country will have a way of using different words. Like when I come here, we learn profanity here. Well, it probably was a word out there, but I learned it here. And in my culture, we learn in this indecent language expletives that mean they are derogatory or so forth, but it meant the same thing. It's like they say cursing is cursing. It meant the same thing. You understand? It's just different words to affiliate with meant to mean the same thing. It's say a lot of times when you take it for one problem, you end up coming out with more headaches. Yes, man, that's what I'm dealing with right now. A bunch of headaches. It's like roller coaster, but I learned to take it day by day. You know what I mean? Day by day, because I know it's not easy. I know it is not easy. And if I don't take it day by day, baby, I don't know if I would be here talking or I would be somewhere swimming, looking, probably not looking for mango, but trying to find my way somewhere else to get rid of it. And then little did I know I would be getting rid of not only the problem but myself. You know what I mean? So you have to challenge yourself. You know what I mean? Just look at your situation. It's only for a day. Even though you know it's not gonna be only for a day, but you have to tell yourself it's only for a day. This shall pass. Everything in here, they say this too shall pass. You know what I mean? It's like I tell my children, I'm growing up to grow out. That means sooner or later you won't see this girl around no more. You won't hear my mouth no more. You see what I'm saying? So we have to find what works for us until I say day by day, one day at a time, one day, step by step. It's like we used to have ladies who sell at the gate, and then I'm gonna close. We used to have this lady that sells at the gate, and she used to say, I used to ask her, I said, if you come today, you don't make no money today. What happened? How do you do? She said, it's just a day. Today might not be flourishing, are prosperous, but tomorrow might pick up because she will say, but I know there's a sporting event coming up tomorrow, or they're gonna have such and such tomorrow, or a function tomorrow, so I might get a better sale than what I got yesterday. So they count the day as the day go by. They don't look at the 7 days a week and say, "Oh, I might not make no money for the 7 days." No, they don't. They don't go out there with that approach when they're selling. Anybody know people who sell at school gates or so? They don't go out there with that approach. They know that every day ain't gonna be flourishing. Where today I make $50, today I make $60. They know that's not gonna be possible. So what they did was go out there and tell themselves that what, this is it. This is it. You know what I mean? You sleeping again? So you have to tell yourself what you want. Oh, my knees. My knees. You know what I mean? You have to tell yourself what you want. I don't know why this thing keep going like this. Come on. Okay, come back, Lord. You know what I mean? You have to tell yourself what you want. Because if you don't tell yourself what you want out of life, then you're going to take that one day that something go wrong and fry the whole 7 days of your life that you get up to see every day. You can't do that. Every day prepare for itself. It's like today you go in like even doing Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, and everything. Today you might go out and you only made probably $100. But tomorrow you might go out and you probably make $200, $300. And then maybe on the weekends, rain start falling, because I notice when rain fall too, people stay in an order. And you can go on that day if you're brave enough to be out there in those kind of weather. And then you start make even more money, better money. You see what I'm saying? So it's just how you look at the days and how you take the days. How we look at the day, how we take the day is going to make the difference. And family, we're not going to stay any longer because it's a 90-day challenge we're doing. And we're just there to say good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for stopping by. And don't give up. The challenge of life is not to give up, but is to keep going and keep working forward. And bless up to everybody who paved the way. Somebody paved the way. So bless up to every one of you who paved the way so we can see a path. It's like I see some people in Africa now, those YouTubers who are building roads, and they're not just building the roads for themselves, but they're building the roads, dirt road now, but they want to pave that way so others can be right there utilizing that street that even they themselves might not know how it was built generation to come. But sure no, that road gonna be in history because sooner or later somebody gonna write that in history. It's just a matter of time. So until then, it's a bless up yourself, Fabian. Bless up to everyone and to everyone who was in the top spot this morning. We say bless up to you, to all the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the well wishers, the silent partners, and everything. I'm saying peace out to one and all. Bless up.